Okay, you guys. So, in the last one, we finished the story, and we defeated the Mad Lord. I've since re-challenged him in the champion re-challenging room, which actually was not that bad. I beat him, like, second try. Like, well, actually, no, first try, maybe. I forget now. But it wasn't nearly as hard once I kind of had the team down. I kind of want to go take this demonic pact over to the tree right now. I think I will, actually. And we'll probably just give it to the Mad Eye we've got with us, who has kind of been our savior, I guess. You know, he tanked that fight. He earns it. Or he has earned it. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a Mad Lord, I guess. I'm not quite sure what to do with that. Once we have one, we'll see, I guess. Oh, he's big and scary. Oh, goodness. Okay. He's huge! Look at him! That's crazy. Okay. Okay, so he still has voltage. I guess the big difference between him and regular Mad Eyes, don't have any physical attacks. So he still has all 4 elements, but he's got some physical and some magical now. He's weak to everything, which I still say is weird. But he has great debuff resistance. And he has debuff mastery, same as the Mad Eye does. Does he have the same abilities, I wonder? As the Mad Eye? Possibly. Craft box. Hang on, I didn't do one of these before. If I switch Stone you to... Yeah, so he has the exact same light or dark shift abilities as a Mad Eye does. Although his stats are different. The light shift gives him a more physical leaning with more health. Sorry, someone's drooling upstairs, I guess. He has more attack and more health, but the dark shift is more magic and more defense. Interesting. His gear is the same as before, so his gear is probably wrong now because he's a hybrid attacker now. Although in dark shift he has a naturally higher magic. Voltage, igniting stings, which I do like. This is the same move that my Graphonics has. Poison bomb, another favorite of mine. Corrosive jab is pretty good too, actually. So these is magic, physical, magic, physical. Okay. Still has cleanse, which is good. We like that. He probably has physical and magical options for like everything, though. Honestly, yeah. See, shocking slash, voltage, igniting stings, firestorm, poison bomb. Yeah. So he has everything technically. All the different options. Broken immunity. Armor break on enemies also increases the chances to apply more debuffs on them by 25%, which I've always liked that one. I mean, I suppose if he has broken immunity, once he's got that going, then he can do whatever he likes, because Toxic Slash, Firestorm, and Shocking Slash wouldn't be a 50% chance, it would be a 75% chance to apply their respective debuffs. So if debuffs are all you care about, that could be a very potent combination, but they do less damage. Shock hits have a 40% increased crit chance and do 10% increased damage. What? What? Beg your pardon? Oh, so... Oh, okay, so not all wind moves, only shock hits, okay. So you need to apply shock first. Okay, sorry. I had a moment there where I was like, I'm sorry, that's so busted, but no, okay. It's still pretty good, but it's not as good as it's not as insane as I was thinking it was. Shock, of course, does 40% of the damage you deal, so giving it 10% more damage is still only half the damage of your regular hits, but still having a higher crit chance for it is nice. Death blow. 5% increased damage or for each debuff on the target. Nice. That's great for finishing things off. So he's definitely one of those. He'd be a great addition to a debuff party. Just need to kind of come in swinging. You know, he's the executioner to finish things off. Heals based off of how many things are poisoned. Whenever he's attacked, has a chance to apply a random debuff to enemies. We get mana back when things are burning. This is a good one to have for him, because he can exploit weaknesses very easily. I kind of want to give him, like, all of these things for just the sheer flexibility of it, but I have no idea. I don't think we can afford it, is the simple problem. Because that's, what, 6 points, 12 points, 24 for all of them. Which so, yeah, he could, but he'd have no points left for any of the bells and whistles. He wouldn't have any extra anything, really. which is kind of a shame. Just for right now, let's take the simple versions. I kind of want to... I almost want to stick to the physical or magical, like one or the other. Just to make his building easier, but that's kind of... Nah. Let's go with voltage because it's guaranteed shock. Has higher damage too. Well, of course, it's the single target option. So, single target, single target, single target. It's my usual preference anyway, so... That's fine. Broken Immunity is kind of amazing. Lifesteal is nice. Mana proc, Water Affinity. Wait, does he have affinity for all of them? He does. 10% more damage for water, for earth, for fire, and for lightning. Or wind. When applying a debuff, chance to gain a random buff. Well, considering all of his moves debuff, yeah. And hey, look, he has this twice. So he either has he either has two 50% chances to gain a buff, or he has one 100% chance to gain a buff. I'm not sure if that adds or just has two separate things. But either way, it's nice. Blood Drive. When an enemy takes poison, burn, or congeal damage, there's a chance to apply a bleed stack. Well, he doesn't have congeal, which makes me sad. But other than that, you know, he has all three. He has poison and burn aplenty, so that's not a bad thing. He even has igniting gas. So whenever they take poison damage, they might even get burned for free. Which is kind of nice, actually. I mean, actually, I suppose if you were to look at it that way, I mean, if all you cared about was the debuff and not like the actual damage, you could theoretically just take igniting gas, blood drive, and then like skip the lower levels of this. But like, you miss out on some of this good stuff here, so can't have that. I don't know if I want Broken Immunity or not. Like, it is a useful thing to have, but I'm not certain yet. First crit of an attack applies poison. This was the one that gives you higher non-crit damage. Okay. Mana proc. There's only proc? I think it might be. Self-healing is nice. My one beef with these types of monsters that have so many options is it's tough to really get all of them rolling at once. Like, usually by the time, like, but by the time he would really benefit from having, like, I don't know, what's a good example? Like, Broken Immunity, like, you know, that one's good for like teammates, I guess, but, like, to get like more than like 2 or 3 debuffs on an enemy in you know, going at like all the same time takes several turns of setup. And usually when you're fighting monsters, you don't want fights to go on very long because you're trying to beat them quickly so you can get them. So I guess there is that. It's okay. Blood drive. I'm not sure if I want. I mean, it is kind of cool, but he has this. Sure. We'll look at all of his unique stuff. Why not? Because it's cool. Like, he does bring an awful lot of unique auras to the table all at once, which is quite nice. Because it saves you having to go hunt them down on like other monsters. He would really benefit. He would definitely benefit from having a buff monster attached to him. He gets more damage for every buff. He takes less damage for every buff. Every physical hit causes an additional physical hit. He doesn't seem to have a magical equivalent of this one though, which is kind of a shame. But he only has the physical attack version of this one, which is kind of sad. I also don't know how critty he's going to be, so I'm not sure I want crit poison. I mean, toxic poison bomb always applies poison anyway, so I'm not overly concerned about that. You can't. I suppose his other one weakness is he can't multi. Like he has no multi poison or multi burn or multi whatever. Of course, with debuff mastery as his dark shifted ability, he technically has multi everything. Well, just once, but you know, it's not as good as having the real article, but it is more flexible. Lifesteal's probably a good idea too. I guess. I'm still kind of like on the fence about it a little bit. I wouldn't mind him having some of these, because like debuffs are kind of where the damage really is in this game, but he's more of a physical fighter. Well, not physical, sorry, an upfront fighter is what I mean. Oh well, that's okay. I could give him some attack pluses to offset his magic's lead on him. Only has one though, doesn't he? Yeah. I will say that despite being weak to everything, his stats are enormous. Like, it's kind of a shame that he's like, it's gonna like set my teeth on edge that he's so like vulnerable to everything. But at the same time, like, he doesn't take a lot of debuff damage. His health is enormous. You know, there's a lot of things going for him in some regards. It just kind of freaks me out that he's weak to everything. We'll go with that. Like, if he's on a team with these guys, he gets a decent number of buffs from the Aazerach, I believe. Yeah, he's got second multi-glory. He's got combo buffing. Zutsune has, of course, agility and quicken. And works well with the bleed stacks as well. Because this guy, of course, generates bleed with this. The Grulu doesn't really do a lot of buffing itself, but it can create... well, it always gains regenerate whenever it applies a buff to something. And whenever it gets regen something else, it also gives it to another member on the team as well. So that's kind of cool. Spectre's got glory and agility. Has improved glory as well for the better crit damage, which is kind of nice. Kralthazad, of course, doesn't do much buffing himself. So most of the buffs are in these two, I guess. Assuming I want to keep this as a purely occult team, which I could do, I guess. I mean, there's no reason not to. He doesn't seem to have any type-based synergies on him either. Like, he doesn't have like occult this or whatever that. What is he anyway? Mad Eyes are aerial occult, but he's not in the air anymore. Yeah, he's just occult. He's pure occult. Huh. I don't think anything else is just one type of anything. Well, okay, sorry. He's a goblin. Slime. Fair enough, okay. So I guess there are some things that are single types, but they're pretty rare, though. Cool. Well, we'll give him a try. I don't quite know what I'm doing with him yet. Better give him a mixed weapon, because he can take advantage of that. Higher crit chance is tempting. More mana regen is also just nice to have. This mana regen is a little on the low side. Natively, so... go with that. Mana regen, a tome, sustain ring would fix his mana problems right here and now. The feather gets him some crit. Scroll would further boost his magic. Let's just give him a tome. Tomes are awesome. More mana regen. It's good stuff. And maybe one last hit. There we go with the crit. And then from here, just give him attack, I guess. More mana. There we go. That actually kind of evens out his stats nicely, actually. His attack is slightly higher, but he gets more defense, which is good. Got some crit in there. It's not bad. We can test that out. Cool. Now, I would like to know. Let's talk to our companion here, the most elusive prey. After we saved the sanctuary, we got a letter from an alchemist we met in the mystical workshop, Trevisan. Said something about a very elusive and dangerous monster in the stronghold dungeon. That must be the weird room we found. Supposedly, it's urgent that we come there as soon as possible. Okay. That's that works for me. Must be the strange. Oh, hello. There he is. There you are, Keeper. I don't know if my letter reached you, but I was waiting for you. During my investigations, I searched the sanctuary for areas that might be prone to demonic influence. I think I have found such an area here in the Stronghold dungeon. I came to a suspicious room with nothing in it but six fireplaces set in the wall. Suddenly, a skeletal claw reached after me out of thin air, and as fast as I could, and I fear I lost all orientation at that point. I believe that it must have been an Aazerach. They're said to be demons that watch over us from another world. They try to eliminate any knowledge we have about the other worlds. You could say I was playing with fire since I came here carrying a copy of the rare Arimaya, the ancient tome of demons. It's written in a dead language that very few people in the world can still read. I believe that the veil that separates our world from other worlds is dangerously thin in the room that I discovered. I even waited that the room was created for the explicit purpose of summoning otherworldly monsters. So when I came there carrying the Arimaya, the Aazerach must have sensed the written knowledge. That's why I eagerly waited the moment you'd come here. Take this! Oh, good. Forbidden Tome of Demons. Now, if the Aazerach still senses us, it will come after you instead of me. But I waited that you have to go to the same room that I discovered earlier to attract it again anyway. Okie dokie. Come back here after... Okay, come back here after you defeated that monster. I might have another hint for you about another elusive monster. Considering we have 3 left to find, that's a good tip, I guess. An Aazerach, though, huh? I wonder what it said. Skeletal hand. I wonder if it looks anything like a Thanatos. There's a very powerful presence in this room. Yeah, we know. What we got? Yo, that looks really cool. Okay. Scary, but cool. Weak to earth, does exclusively wind air damage. Well, none of my team is weak to... Well, I mean, the Mad Lord is weak to everything, but... Guess we'll give it a try. I didn't check to see if it was physical or magical, though. Uh-oh. Let's just hope we don't get ourselves, you know, totally wrecked. Alright, do your thing, man. He gets buffs whenever I attack him. That's weird. It's magic. Magic's a problem. He's kind of cool looking. He's like a skeleton. Like his body is kind of draconic looking. But wow, yeah. When they said strong, they weren't kidding. Okay. Seems he's doing exclusively magic damage so far. Lots of it, too. And these powerful champions, you know, they can go 3 times. It's just like, kind of like, you're cheating, man. I'm sorry. You're just straight up cheating. There's no other way to phrase that but just cheating. Cheating. He's got neutral as well as air magic. I'll be very amused if the Tsune can just solo this from here on out because she has enough buffs. She really shouldn't be able to though, and he'll get us eventually, I think. Yeah, there it is. Yeesh. Okay, so exclusively wind damage by the looks of it. Let's have a look. Where does he fit in on our little journal thingy here? There you are. Dude, that looks sick. Spirit Occult Reptile. Yeah, heavy magic damage, low defense, middling health, no attack at all. That's cool. Okay. We need stuff that resists Air and magic. We can probably fiddle that together. Give me a moment here. Okay, so as it turns out, one of our best options for anti-air shenanigans is actually our dragon team. So let's give them a whirl. They don't have any healing on built into them though, so I may need to swap out the Noir for something that heals. But like the first two at least resist air outright. So let's see how we do. Did I just jump out of it? No, okay, that was weird. Alright, Azzy. Of course, the Noir is also where all my actual earth damage is, so I guess we'll find out how we do. This thing is exclusively magic, though, so dragon skin for dodging, live channel for, you know, living, and then just soul beam. The fact that it goes 3 times is honestly kind of bogus. Like, I get that it's supposed to be a challenging fight and all, but like, ow, hey. The fact that this thing buffs itself is also kind of annoying me. I may need to haul out something that can strip those off of him. Because if he's just going to buff himself up to a million, we're never going to beat him this way. Yeah, okay, he steals my buffs, that's the problem. Wonderful. Yeah, we're not going to beat him this way. That sucks. I got my one again. I do have Cleansing Flame on the Fire Dragon. Just need to use it. Still, if he's gonna keep stealing my buffs like that, we're gonna have to go in without any. Like, if we give him nothing to steal, then we might be better off. Because that's basically how my Sutsune would overcome enemies. Would just be like, just steal enough buffs and you become unkillable, you know? Let's try that again without actually giving me any buffs to steal. Maybe that'll work better for us. It's gonna be hard because I don't have that many moves that he's gonna be vulnerable to that way, but we'll figure it out. Like, he resists Cleansing Flame entirely, so Whirlwind's not really one of our best moves, but it's damage that's not buffing, so I guess we'll just go with that. No, see, he's getting buffs from nowhere now. Well, how does that work? Oh, it must be when he dodges. Every time we miss, he just gets buffs. That's mildly frustrating. How are we gonna fix that then? Having to pin him down without him getting away from me. There's at least I'm pretty sure I saw some monster recently that like reduces enemies' dodge chance. We need to look into that. Because, like, otherwise, we in trouble. He is massively powerful, though, I gotta say. Give credit where it's due, this thing hurts. Look at all that buff stealing. So it generates its own buffs and it buff steals. That is, mean, to put it mildly. Mean. Alright, back to the drawing board. Okay, let's go for the old standby. The Aazerach is actually weak to air, but let's see if we can cheese this anyway. Some weakness on this thing. We are giving it a lot more than I'd like to, as far as buffs go. May need to switch out the Aazerach for the Tsutsune, just to strip buffs off this thing. The debuffs are already making a difference as far as damage goes, though, which is nice. I guess the Gurulu might work too, actually. It's quite good at stripping off ye old debuffs, or buffs, rather. Does this thing have any zap on it yet? Shock? Yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of missing my Mad Eye right now. Of course, Mad Eyes are weak to magic, so wouldn't necessarily be the best choice here, but I'm missing, you know, that level of reliability. We could always try the Graphonics team as well, although we seem to be winning this one pretty handily. I don't think we're going to 5-star it, but we're at least winning. The Graphonics team might be a choice as well, although they're physical damage. They don't resist air either, I don't think. And there we go. Hey, we did 5-star it. The old standbys, strike again. 4+5, a tarot card. Magic +10, health +100, allows monster to receive an additional stack of sorcery and channel. Ooh. An Aazerach egg. There we go. Well, let's check them out then. I didn't expect that would actually get us a 5-star, so let's go for it. The Aazerach. Spooky, spooky. Okay, let's go have a look at him. Weak to earth, resists fire. We knew that already. He's got a tremendous magic stat, or sorry, mana stat. His magic's pretty good too, though. Actually, they're equal. Low defense, middling health, kind of lousy attack, but I don't think he has any physical moves anyway, so it shouldn't be a problem. Shadow Storm, kind of a small tree to begin with. Darken. Every hit has a chance to apply blind. Every hit, not just the Shadow Storms. Interesting. Can of course narrow your focus down to Shadow Grasp if you prefer. Single target, which I kind of do. Initial Darkness, everything is blind at the start of battle. Oh, he really likes his blind tactics. True Darkness, whenever a monster in the party applies blind on an enemy, 50% chance to apply a random debuff on them. So, you want that then. So, everything gets blinded. So you can debuff by blinding. And since Shadow Storm always applies blind to everything, that's a 50% chance, no, sorry, 30% chance to randomly debuff them. Cool. Spirit World. The spirit monsters of the party have an additional 8% chance to dodge enemy hits, so there you go. That would tag up rather well with the Spectre. The Spectre's a spirit, and has a spirit synergy skill as well, as I recall. That could be interesting. Okay, I don't know if I want single target or multi, though, because, like, this, I mean, the fact that it has guaranteed blind on the entire enemy party is very nice. That means, you know, that's a chance to debuff the entire enemy lineup, but they are random debuffs. And hitting twice on one target would be better for champions. So I'm gonna go with Shadow Grasp for now. We can retool later if we need to. Spirit World for dodging. True Darkness for debuffing. During its first round, this monster has an additional chance to dodge hits. Cool. Just take Whirlwind for now. Gale hits everything, Whirlwind hits one thing. Martial Prowess, whenever he dodges, a chance that they gain a random buff. Yep, there we go. So that's an 8% chance to dodge already. I'm assuming there's more dodge in here somewhere. Go ahead and grab that. Whirlwind, Cascade, Mana Proc. Static for non-crits. Cool. Definitely want the many hit moves then, because Cascade goes well with that. Oh, he's got Mass Restore. Oh, I love Mass Restore. Arcane Bolt. Healy. Multi-sidekick. Healing can also give you sidekick. Cool. So he doesn't actually have buffs, per se, but he can give you buffs by healing you. Okay. Has three transfusions. Three times? This thing lives to heal itself. It doesn't need your paltry healing skills. It can just be like, ah, I have mana, therefore I heal. Okay. Chilling Wind. I will say the fact that it does exclusively air damage is kind of well, air and neutral, but it's a little bit of a letdown. But that's to be expected, I guess. There's Cleanse. Can apply Armor Break. Armor Break also lowers their crit chance. Arcane Diffusion. Removes 2 buffs from target, and it's magic neutral. Cool. Auto heal, multi armor. I mean, well, actually, auto heal would be pretty good on this guy because he's got such a high magic stat. 2 arcane diffusions. Buff steal. Yay. 500% magic damage neutral. Removes 3 buffs from target, and he steals all of them. I mean, that's fairly mean, and I kind of love it. Give me that. That's just like, hi there. Did you like these? Too bad they're mine now. I kind of want to give him like a defense rating or something, because his defense is junk. He is very fragile. Or it is very fragile, I should say. I don't know if it's a he or she or what, but... Combo healing, maybe. I don't quite know. Transfusion would be nice, given the fact that, like, it gets... If I'm able to get all 3 transfusions, that's 600% of his mana, given back to him as health every turn. That's 3 times, which would be, what, like... Because it's 2, well, okay, so each one is each one is double his mana back. Sorry, each one is double his mana regen back, to be exact, so... 260... 520... 780. That's not nothing. It's probably more than this would heal, honestly. What about his shift options? What do we got? Ooh, red flamey or green. Oh, green flamey looks cool. They all look cool. But like purple, the purple one looks awesome, and so does the green one. Enlightened, whenever he receives a buff, a chance to share the buff with an allied monster. He only really comes by sidekick naturally, though. Good for when he gets buffed by somebody else, though. And Curse Chain, when it applies debuffs, chance to spread the debuff to another enemy. I mean, it also hikes his defense up a little bit, which the Light Shift does not do. Gives him even more magic damage, which he doesn't really need, but it's nice to have. Whereas the Light Shift ups his health and mana, which he doesn't really need, honestly. I'm gonna go with Dark. Part of my logic being that, like, Giant Killer does more damage against people that have at least 6 bars of health. He has exactly 5, which is kind of nice to sneak in and, like, he's got okay health, but, like, He sneaks in under that, so the giant killer monsters won't bother him much. That and the green fire looks sick. The purple's cool too, though, but... Debuffs! Debuffs for all! Yay! That's really cool looking. Okay. Now, the next big question, what do I pair you with? Because, like, this is a spirit beast. I know that much. You've got Spell Shield and Barrier, which is not a bad combo. You heal, although you're more of a support creature, but... Well, it can be anyway. It's got Shock. It's got... No, it's pretty much the same. It's in the same boat as he is. Well, it has some water. It has Deep Freeze. No. I wouldn't mind a spirit team, though. We can at least try to conceive of one. You're a spirit. You're a spirit. Mad Lord needs a move from him, please. Thank you. Grulu is not, I don't think. No, Aquatic Occult. Okay. Sutsune, actually, you know what? I'm fairly certain the Sutsune is a spirit. No, Occult Beast Mage. Then in that case, sorry, it's the Thanatos. The random clown. Spirit Occult. You're everything, as we know. Man, that's cool looking, though. Nature Spirit, Mega Rock. Mega Rock. Where actually do I actually have a Mega Rock on me anywhere? I don't think I've ever actually gotten one. No, I think I do, but it's in the farm. I was gonna evolve this one at some point. That's right. But spirit. The Polteroffen is a spirit. What do? You got Spell Shield, or Dragon Skin. Also has multi-barrier. Earth and fire damage. That's a nice addition. Where did our Thanatos go? Everything in my inventory, in my list gets bounced around, so I can't find it half the time. Here somewhere. Oh, hello. I am having phone calls. What's up? One moment, please. Crackle Knight's a spirit, but also mostly wind. Konko is a spirit, but again, mostly wind. There's a lot of air spirits, actually. It's got fire, too, though. There's that Giant's Bane I was talking about. Lots of buffs, though. Shroud and Warcast is kind of nice, although it doesn't actually get him any sorcery, which is... And Martial Prowess doesn't stack, so no, you know what, no. What about the Spectre? I know the Spectre's a spirit. Where'd you go? I have one. I know I do. Somewhere. There you are. Spectre's got... Neutral, fire... Congeal damage. I do like that. Trick Spirit, whenever a spirit monster party applies a buff or a debuff, it is shielded by percentage of its health. Shielding is nice. It's got Glory and Agility, which is definitely a buff this guy would like. This one's got water and air. This one's got fire and neutral, air. So we're missing earth big time. I might want to go try and get my hands on the rock spirit then. See what that can do for us, because we're a little too lacking in elements. Now I went and got your crazy thingamajig. Here's my proof. You took care of that. You took care of that Aazerach, didn't you? That's the wrong voice, isn't it? I forgot what it was now. You took care of that Aazerach, didn't you? Good job. Thanks to you, I don't have to worry about that demon thing. That demon coming after me ever again. Take this as a reward. Reward level 4. If you're trying to become a keeper master, I have another hint for you. I have another hint for you for a possible champion monster.